Hi, I'm Brian Arnold. I work with Stored Value Solutions, a gift card company, and I am responsible for taking us into 49 different countries around the world. We found that when you depend just on one translator, that you may not have competitive pricing. It would be very nice to be able to use a couple of translators, or 3 or 4. And then what we found is that certain translators were skilled in one set of languages but less skilled in another. For example, European skilled translators are usually not that good in Asian languages and vice versa. So it would have been great early on to have some kind of tool where we could take one document and first of all get competitive bids, but then have the ability to say, you know what, we're going to give this one to this vendor because they're strong in French, and we're going to give this to that vendor because they're strong in Chinese. And this is what the Globalizer allows us to do now. It allows us to get competitive bids, and it allows us to choose between vendors. When we get the bids back, we look at the prices, the estimations, we consider who's good at what, we look at turnaround times, and then we make our choice. And really, our choice of vendor is as easy as click. Everything's in my email somewhere. And it used to be that somebody would say, you translated that into French, didn't you? And I would say yes. And they said, well, can you send it? You sent it earlier, but can you send it again? And then I'd have to go back through all of my emails trying to find that one document. It would take me forever. And basically, it was almost a lost cause. This is really nice because once you submit a job to the Globalizer and it gets finished, the final product is there on the website, on the portal, and so is the original document. The reason I like this Globalizer is it's because it's a great organizer for me. And that's really the reason I started talking to Kinetic, was for the management side of things. I really wasn't as interested at the beginning in the cost savings. I knew there would be savings, but it wasn't primarily my biggest interest. We now have a 40% match rate, which means that for every 100 words that go in, 40 of them are already translated. So we're only paying for 60% of what we would normally pay for, and this is starting to add up. Our savings are adding up. Our savings over the year have added up, I think, 3 times the cost of the service. I wish I would have known about the Globalizer about 3 years earlier than I knew about it, because it would have saved me a lot of hassle.